One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Pulls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Lost the fire on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play, because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
They'll move the wide receiver. Let it go. Reads it, fires complete. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Notre Dame right back to the line. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it out quickly. There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Walton. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So now it's 2nd and long.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, and this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Needs it to keep this drive alive. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing, Carr. A strike downfield.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside, it's Mobley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Here's Carr to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, at the 30. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Osborne. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And, man, you've got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Working on the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll send the back in motion. Carr fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Check. 89-19 fireball. 89-19 fireball.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a 3rd and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
Well, this is a defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. There's some room. Past the 50, the 40, the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And And that's a problem for the defense. On fourth down like that, you've got all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If one guy's out of a gap or one guy misses a tackle, it could be a home run, and that's exactly what happened.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Carr. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
With the catch, it's Flanagan, and they get him down. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Play action, C.J. Carr. Got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories. Right, like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the offense on second down. Throwing, Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Graham. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Got it set up on the outside. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Irish. Quick strike through the air from the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 15 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. You're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Might have a chance. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle.
Makes the grab in their space. Still on his feet. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Here's a heat, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Deep in the third quarter here. Clock stopped with a minute and a half to go. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop with the return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air again, Carr. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he'll be brought down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
And the Dogs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going.
Yeah, and how about that? On 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The defense quickly calls the timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. The short hands, it's Graham. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go right back downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300. He's got it down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Three yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. C.J. Carr firing again. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pocket breaking down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Got to get to the line quickly for this touchdown, Notre Dame! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The clock is at 18 seconds. Hearts are beating fast. The onside kick is coming. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.